have LP today?
No.
You have an idea of how much longer he might need to miss?
Game by game, and hope to have him on the road trip.
What was your reaction when you saw that he got named All-Star? Obviously, that's something that he's been honest about wanting for a really long time.
My reaction was elation.
Yeah.
Very happy for him. No, that's a goal of all of our young guys, a lot of them, obviously, and individual goals are great, and the understanding of the team goals as well, and how that all impacts them. And so we were very happy for him, thrilled for him, and know he's been working hard for this, and great to see him rewarded.
You were very intentional last year. You had Tiago. This year you've had a lot of people working with him. You sent guys over the summer to see him in Turkey. Just how rewarding is it as a coaching staff to see that happen?
Yeah, I think, it's for him specifically, for all young guys to see their growth and the amount of time that's put in individually as well as the team, and film sessions and, strength staff, medical, all that stuff. Other than these 2 games, great to see him healthy, and Jalen playing all the games, and a lot of our guys. So, but Alfie specifically to achieve that honor. Obviously Cam spent a ton of time with him over in Turkey, and do it as a unit, but some guys are very hands-on, and think about him, he wanted to get so much better, and he's been so receptive to all the teaching and pushing and hard coaching that we've done with him. And so obviously one of the cornerstones of our team, and great to see that he's getting the national recognition.
Your team is really receiving a lot of that national recognition, a lot of interest, it seems. Is that something you've noticed, and is that something you've talked to your team about, anything like that?
I've noticed it, obviously. I haven't talked to anybody, our guys. A lot of articles being written and interviews being requested, and Tracy knows I turned down more than I'd like to do, and so we got that out of the way, a month or so ago. I think it's great the recognition for our guys and the place we're in right now, but we're barely over halfway through and understand the big picture and what we're trying to get to. So it's great that they're all getting recognition. The young guys are playing the rising stars, and Alpi makes All-Star, and we like obviously some other guys in the mix as well. But big picture, we have more team goals to achieve.
Do you feel like this team likes or enjoys the spotlight, or has the right mindset to handle that kind of spotlight?
Yeah, I mean, we been in pressure situations since last year, playing meaningful basketball at the end of the year, and so that was like some of the guys' first taste of playing for something in March, April. Falling short there motivated guys, and now we come out, hit the ground running this year, but I understand, we want to do more than just get to the playoffs. And so, I think the in-season tournament was big for us to get there, and all those pressure situations, the Golden State game, playing against OKC in that game is going to be beneficial for our guys going down the stretch.
How much has the game plan changed by not having Alfie involved?
Yeah, somewhat obviously offensively, he's one of our hubs down there. The low post threat that he brings all over the court, the attention he attracts, gets a lot of guys shots. We talk about not only having it in our guards and wings' hands to create for others. Alfie does that with the double teams and the attention he attracts, and so we don't have that threat down there, no doubt. And then defensively, we can do some other things. Steven's very similar, but we can switch around some more with the smaller lineup. So obviously, by committee, that's why we're 14 deep, and we got guys that come in and step in and try to cover for guys, but not be so unique in what he does and brings to the table for us is different than anybody else can do.
All this season, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've heard opposing teams say how tough it is to play your team, that your team's one of the most toughest teams to play in the league, and also that they have to match your physicality, knowing that coming into the game. What does that mean to you and your coaching staff, and also do you feel like that's kind of gives you a leg up knowing that you're in the opposing team's mind before you even step on the court?
Yeah, it means the guys have taken on the mantra of being a tough, physical, defensive-minded, aggressive team. I think that was one of the first things I talked about last year coming in, is if we play with the right attitude and mindset and changing all those things that we wanted to last year, gives us a chance every night. And so even when we don't have an A+ game, we play a C game, and rely on our defense, rely on our toughness and those things to carry us on a nightly basis. And when we shoot it well and we're moving the ball and not playing selfishly, we get to those A games and get some comfortable wins. And so, it's something that we've noticed the team saying, and I think with the way the league is going, much more offensive-minded, it's kind of hits some people in the mouth early, being a tough, physical, defensive-minded team. And for us, we know what it means for us going forward, and how much the defensive toughness and all those things impact winning.
On the last play Thursday, is there anything that should have been done that you guys can learn from the next time you have that situation?
Yeah, I think you'd still want, they switched a little bit, and then Clark went under, I think you still want Ahmed to attack a little bit more there. And even when he did that, he got Fred a decent look because they shaded toward him a little bit and took away his driving lane, but he could still attack and get downhill, I think, pull it out against Clark. And, but Fred got a decent shot. Can't really complain about that as much. I just want guys to be in attack mode and really go until they're cut off. And, with their speed and athleticism, I think Ahmed could get downhill on anybody and might have been able to make a play there, but Fred got a decent look, so can't complain.
Are you surprised at all that you are giving late game crunch time looks to Ahmed, halfway through his second season?
No, I wouldn't say surprised. You go to hot hands at times, who's playing well, who has an advantage, you think, and pretty much on a nightly basis, Ahmed has an advantage to get to the basket almost to anybody, and so teams are conscious of that. Obviously, coming off the Boston win, and they did a decent job of taking away his lane with some help, and it's a learning experience for our young guys as well as myself and who I can use in certain situations. But like I said, Fred got a decent look. Would like to get downhill and get something at the basket, but he's made those obviously quite a bit this year for us as well.
Reed had his trip down to RGV, that little 3-game stint, and now he's been back with the team for a little bit. How do you weigh kind of the differences in approach, like what it's worth, I guess, having him be around the team but not getting the real game minutes versus sending him down to RGV and him getting real game reps down there?
Yeah, I think early on playing, there's nothing like that for a young guy coming in, and he played quite a bit early. Struggled at times, and we felt like when he was out of the rotation, we needed to get him some live game reps. And, it's a tough one because he's better than the G League, honestly, and he showed that really quickly in 3 games, getting Player of the Week and the 47.49, whatever he got. But as long as he's not getting the rotation here, there's still time to get meaningful minutes, and so have to find that balance. But I think it's also invaluable for him to be around our guys on a day-to-day basis and learn NBA and see the NBA, different arenas, different road trips, and things like that. And then what I told him the other day was it's always going to come back around, and so be ready for that opportunity when it happens. And just like you've seen Jay Sean out of the mix, or Aaron or Jeff at times, and they're kind of put in there and ready to go. I think it's easier for a veteran, but him understanding injuries happen, it's a long season, and his chance will come again.
To that point, how do you feel like he's handled that, just coming in and having to wait his turn?
He's been great. His whole mindset and attitude was obviously learn on the fly, and he's very competitive, so he wants to be out there contributing, obviously, and so he's taken on the workload behind the scenes to improve on certain things. Obviously got the stint down there, which was good for him, good for us to see that as well, but yeah, he's been a bright spot as far as his attitude and mentality to attack certain things, and when he's called upon, he'll be ready for sure.
Thanks, Coach.